So now we are coming to the end of season 2 of Three Techies Banter. And of course, a lot has gone into producing this, the content, the sophistication of the topics, the jokes. But we thought we'd take a pause and talk about all the ugly stuff, the plumbing that goes into what makes this happen, the dropped bandwidth, mics that don't work, the headphones, and what have you. So I'll just start with my experience and then I'll let the bad news go around. So I, of course, I started with very low tech, Bluetooth headphones, basic laptop and stuff. And then I got very excited, all thanks to Amazon. I saw this great deal on an AKG Lycra mic. And they said, oh, it's super, but it's a low cost. So I immediately went and grabbed it. Then I said, oh, now that I got a mic, I need great headphones. So I went and got one Sennheiser. But lo and behold, and this is what you need to be very careful, that don't over-engineer. So the mic not only caught my voice, but I think it caught the voice of the whole neighborhood. So the big problem I had was trying to, just control the sound. And of course, the headphones. That kind of made me look like, I wouldn't say Ravan, but definitely a guy with two heads, if not 10. So I think moderation is important. The right and appropriate equipment is important. But I think there's no other way than, figuring out by yourselves.
So let me jump in, with the fact that while one should not over-engineer, but whether you're doing a podcast or a video, I think just two things are most important. If video is involved, then light has to be there. Period.
True.
I mean, without light, you're screwed. And if it is just audio, then you need a good audio equipment. In my case, luckily, one of my partners told me that you should get a Rode mic, and I had a Rode lapel mic, so I didn't end up over-engineering. Rode lapel mic was quite good actually. So Rode lapel mic, I have been using that, and it is not extremely costly and great sound quality. So that was my kind of.
So on the light thing, what I have also learned is that even I thought we need this kind of light, that kind of light, but I think the best thing is natural light.
Absolutely.
So if you can kind of shoot in the day with the light facing you, that's actually the best thing you can do. I mean, and of course you can just go crazy with lights, but I think that's the best and the easiest thing to do.
I think Samiran just got super excited with the fact that we were doing a podcast. So he brought in all this technology, which was like even his dog barking, the hawker downstairs calling out idli vada, everything got recorded on that mic. We were quite amazed at it. I, on the other hand, got guided by somebody who I think I want to have a conversation with a little later. So I have equipment which is insanity, right? Setting it up takes me 15 minutes. Like I'm putting together one mic stand, then I'm attaching some 6 wires to it, then I'm putting it into my laptop, and lo and behold, a Mac, so you need an adapter to use the Mac, etc. etc. So I think don't even go there. It's crazy. Setup takes me 10 minutes. Okay, and then every time I'm setting it up and dismantling it, because I'm not operating out of a studio, right?
And absolutely.
So it's quite bizarre how we have it. But more than anything else, I mean, I think personally, any amount of equipment can't make bad content good.
Absolutely.
So if you're thinking of your podcast, yes, the tech is important and the scene behind it is important and all of that. But that's paraphernalia as far as I'm concerned. If you have great content, we'll manage it with the base equipment as far as I'm concerned.
So you are right, absolutely right. I think the first-time podcasters need to take care of the content, undoubtedly. But I think just to kind of sum up the equipment part, what I think couple of pieces of advice we can give. I think which anyone will give you honestly, it's very simple. Keep the mic and speaker setup separate. Right?
That's a good
that
one.
was one. Keeping mic and speaker separate gave us very clean tracks. As I said, Rode or any other good lapel mic will do the trick. So that was so your voice quality is taken care of through these aspects. Content obviously is the king. And the one thing that I think which Samiran advised you was go go second generation rather than third generation, which is like, don't go wireless as far as possible. For a steady bandwidth. Try to use a Ethernet kind of a connection. Connected Wi-Fi is the most stable, though when you look at the speeds, it might seem lower, but it is a consistent speed rather than the wireless, which is like very high Mbps but not
So
reliable.
it's amazing. Yesterday we had a similar thing, right? So I was doing research, and now because research is happening online, the lady who was moderating our sessions, her bandwidth was the lowest. Normally we are always worried about the consumer who's coming in, their bandwidths, because we can't control those.
Correct.
And lo and behold, Samiran, I told her to do exactly what you told me to do. And I asked her, I said, do you have a Cat 6 cable? So for a minute, she had a pause. Like, what is
I have a cat.
And 6 cables.
Yeah, but I don't have a Cat 6 cable. And so I asked her, saying, do you have a young person who understands technology in your house? So she said, yeah. I said, go ask them if you have a Cat 6 cable. And lo and behold, she got the Cat 6 cable, and we were spot on with the next recording.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's just about going back to the basics, which really are the best things to do with your...
So one of the feedback that I think we got was that people are astonished that we are a purely online recorded podcast, and everybody wanted to know what studio and all that. So I think as we evolved, we got some, a lot of these things right, and I think we matured into a better online kind of a podcast. I think the one more thing that I realized is that you sound very different in a recorded medium than when you are listening to yourself. So I think I'm not saying kind of start modulating your voice or become like Amin Sayani or something, but you've got to just be careful in your articulation, because remember that that's the only way the audience is engaging with you. So you have no other way. You can't be gesticulating and making faces or doing anything. Yeah. So you've got to just be a little careful about that. I think that's pretty much it, I think.
That's true. And then the last bit that we will say, because we are all about a FUNTECH podcast, is have fun with your podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. That is a must. I think.
And have someone you can make fun at in your podcast. That's me.
Absolutely. I mean, you must have fun. I think that's one of the reasons why our podcast has been... it's been easy for us, because we are having so much fun while we're recording the podcast, that it doesn't seem like, we have to get together again every week. So I think that, and that's why we love the hashtag of FUNTECH, because we are having fun.
Absolutely.